Did that title catch your attention? 81% of men who do this end up divorced. And this is the question of whether or not you let your partner influence you. Yeah. So we hear a lot of bantering on about the patriarchy, but there are a lot of religions that believe it is the man's place to make decisions. And there are a lot of men who think it's their way or the highway. And those are the 81% that end up divorced. If you want a happy marriage, it is a partnership. You should be working together. That doesn't mean that you're making the decisions unilaterally, but it's not a question of she's telling you what to do. It's respecting her input. We talk about often passive leadership. This is, not something that is my way or the highway. Think about it. Hitler was a leader. Mussolini was a leader. So was Walt Disney. One of those guys was pretty laid back and built an empire. The other problem comes in this 81% of men who think it's their decision making and theirs alone, is a lot of them respond to disagreements with one of the four horsemen: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, or stonewalling. So when you stack these behaviors together, that's what leads to 81% of them ending up divorced. And think about it. Women can be guilty of this too, but it's about a 2-to-1 ratio. If 65% of men do this, respond to conflict and disagreements with the four horsemen, only a third of women do that. So it's a male trait. Men tend to increase the negativity when there's conflict. Women typically do not. Again, 2-to-1 ratio. But when you respond to conflict and negativity with the four horsemen, you damage the relationship. Instead of trying to seek common ground or understanding the why something is important to your partner. And the way I talk to men and look at this is, when it comes to decision making, your partner, the woman that you love, knows your blind spots. She knows a lot of things that might not be in the top of your mind, and she may have had other experiences. So you want to work together. And for those that are extremely religious and the man's supposed to make the decision, if you don't include her, that's being disrespectful. And none of these religions are going to say you should disrespect your wife. You're supposed to honor your wife. So if you don't include her in the decision making, is that honoring her? Is that really being a loving, godlike husband? So, something to keep in mind. When 81% of men who don't listen to their wife's input, who don't take her influence, end up divorced, you might want to pay attention to that. All right, guys, have a great week.